So, vacation last week was pretty cool, huh?
Wongers!
Hello and welcome to the Nerd Card. I'm Phil.
I'm Chuck.
And we have missed you guys.
Yes.
Let me tell you. We took a little vacation last week, so we got a lot to catch up on.
Yep.
We're going to talk about episodes 3 and 4 of
True
She-Hulk.
story.
3 was big for me because it introduced the Abomination again. Well, not really introduced. I mean, he was in Shang-Chi. Also brought Wong into the fold.
Yep.
It's so fun to see those characters interacting. As what'd she say? It's like having Twitter armor for a week.
It is like having Twitter armor for a week. I really did wish that Emil had called her Honey Bunny, but, that didn't happen.
Different franchise.
Yeah. I know it was great to see Tim Roth. He's a fabulous actor.
And he's so good, that nonchalant kind of, I was the Abomination, but don't worry about it.
And it's interesting that all three of the characters now who have the modified super soldier serum, which is what turned them all into the Hulk, they all can now control being the Rage Monster.
Right, which didn't come easy to either Hulk or the Abomination.
Right.
But came very easily to She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Which it's a very interesting part.
Yeah, so I wonder, I wonder why that is. It's not really been talked about so much in Marvel. Is that just a decision to make them more palatable as characters? Is that, why is that happening?
It could just be that the individual struggles with it or doesn't struggle with it in the case of Jennifer Walters.
Right. We get into in episode 3 and then really in episode 4, procedural law show that she warned us it would be.
Well, it was promised in the very first episode.
I
I'm
say-
guessing you're
I'm
not going to
saying
be able
warned
to focus on this on the lawyer show.
Yeah.
All about that.
Warned. So, she does say in the very first episode, this is a law show, not a Hulk show.
Right.
And we really get into that with episode 3 and, of course, 4.
Yes.
She's taking on cases that are, you said it exactly right. It's a procedural type law show.
With superheroes. Yeah.
Is that really what we want?
I don't know. I think it could be good if that's the way they went, but not
Could
the
be.
way they've done it. To me,
I'd agree.
I liked episode 3. I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it flowed well. But episode 4, to me, I really didn't like it the first time I watched it. The second time, I was like, eh. Episode 4, to me, shows the worst of people. Tons of douchey guys.
Yeah.
A douchey chick. Wongers! While she's...
Okay, she was the best part of the episode.
While she's funny, she's horrible.
Yeah. No, she is. She's horrible.
And it's just like, oh man, the people in this show. Even Reese Caro, I probably butchered his name. Billy from Entourage, the director. He goes, you watch Entourage, you know what I'm talking about. As, was it
Danny Blaze,
the magician? They were all just people I'm just like, ugh. I don't want to watch any of these people on TV.
No, well, and Danny Blaze is meant to be that character, right?
True.
You just don't. He's a jackass.
What story are we advancing other than a procedural law show? Except for the boss. Who's the boss?
The Wrecking Crew comes in with their Asgardian construction tools to attack She-Hulk. She makes short work of them, of course.
Sure.
They mentioned that they have a boss that's going to be disappointed by this, and who's the boss?
Right.
We want Tony Danza. We want to know.
Other than that, advancing an overall story arc or a larger feed into the MCU phase they're currently in phase 4.
The only connection you have to that is Wong. And Wong is still Sorcerer Supreme, but it feels like Wong's brought in just kind of for credibility.
Even Wong's getting all bent out of shape about a magician when he's not the Magician Supreme, he's Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird to me too. Like a magician is a child's play.
Yeah, it's
guy
a
who pulls
little
rabbits out of a hat.
It's a little out of character for him. I get, he's opening portals and
sure.
Obviously it becomes a problem in the 4th episode.
Yeah. It just makes me think when we're in episode 4, like, where are you going?
Yeah, for sure. And, one of the biggest parts of that is Titania was supposed to be this huge part of the show. And to this point, she busts in a courtroom. And then you see pictures of her as a super-powered influencer.
Yeah.
And then now she's suing She-Hulk. So we're 4 episodes in, and we've got maybe 30 seconds of screen time for Titania.
Yeah, so we're halfway through the series, or the season. I don't know if it's going to be a season 2 on this or not. I like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the show. I thought 4 was kind of. I didn't think 4 was that great, me personally.
No, I'd agree. And, you know, you mentioned this when we were watching it. You go, man, they're already putting filler episodes in.
Yeah.
And it really kind of felt like that. It was just, you know, let's throw in Wong because Wong's great and everybody loves Wong.
Yeah.
And he's Twitter armor.
Clearly, Twitter armor, that means Marvel has thought about this ahead of time, right, when they're filming.
Sure.
You know, or they went back and reshot it after the reaction in the first couple episodes. But you said it when we were watching it that they probably forecast it, and I think you're right.
It could be. I mean, Marvel's smart, right?
Yeah.
They predict this stuff. They're always steps ahead.
They've been called the MCU for a while now.
Yeah, that's very true.
So they're used to the criticism, and they just worked it right into the series, which the series has been more of a lighthearted, light look at what's going on in the world.
Well, very fourth wall breaking,
very
too.
Fourth wall breaking. Yeah, she's very Deadpool-esque.
Yes.
I really like what we've seen through the first 3 episodes. I just think like the 4th episode was.
I agree. Leaning into the procedural aspect of it, maybe not the best choice.
Yeah,
maybe not.
We'll see.
Chuck, you got anything else?
Nope.
Well, in that case, I would like to remind you to check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff. We are out there. Likes are free. Remember that.
One right there.
Likes are free. And join us in the comments. We want to talk to you. We want to know what you think about it.
Yep.
Not just that, but make sure all of your nerd friends are joining in on the party. Share us with all your nerd friends so they can do that as well. And with that, we will say,
what's on your nerd card?